As the sun dipped below the horizon, the festival grounds began to glow with the promise of an unforgettable night.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy.
Robert, Scotty, Victor, and their friend Charlie had been planning this trip for months. A weekend of music, freedom, and adventure awaited them in Northern California. But fate had other plans. Charlie missed the flight, leaving the trio to embark on the journey from Orange County to the music festival near Eureka without him.
Man, I can't believe Charlie missed the flight. It's just the three of us now.
Yeah, but we'll still have an amazing time. Northern California, here we come.
They landed in San Francisco, the city by the bay, spending one night soaking in the vibrant atmosphere. The following morning, they picked up their rental car and began the scenic drive north, the anticipation building with every mile.
This is going to be epic, I can feel it.
Absolutely. Let's make the most of it.
As they neared Eureka, the group stopped at a local shop to stock up on supplies. While Scotty and Robert were busy grabbing snacks and drinks, Victor found himself chatting with two beautiful young women who were also headed to the festival. The conversation was light and flirtatious, a promising start to the weekend.
So, you ladies are heading to the festival too? That's awesome.
But it was the shopworker Alex who caught Victor's attention. Alex was a handsome, athletic young man with a charm that seemed to hide something deeper.
I've always wanted to go to the festival, but something always comes up.
Really? Well, we actually have an extra ticket. Why don't you join us?
On impulse, Victor offered Alex their extra ticket, a decision that seemed generous but would later prove to be fateful. Alex accepted eagerly, rushing home to grab his truck. When he returned, the bed of his truck was filled with dead tree branches, a strange sight that made the group uneasy but was quickly forgotten in the excitement.
That's a lot of branches. Weird, but whatever.
They set off for the festival in two vehicles, Victor and Robert leading the way, with Alex and Scotty following close behind. The festival grounds were everything they had imagined: pulsing music, vibrant lights, and a sea of friendly faces. Their neighboring campers welcomed them warmly, sharing stories, laughs, and plenty of weed.
Hey, I've got some of my own stash. Anyone interested?
Alex fit right in, offering up his own stash and quickly making friends. As night fell, the party kicked into high gear. The world's best DJs took the stage, and the crowd became a swirling mass of energy.
Here, Robert, try a couple of these drops. They'll make the night even better.
Robert hesitated, but, caught up in the moment, took them. The music and lights grew more intense, blending into a surreal experience. Robert felt himself slipping between reality and another world, where everything repeated every 10 seconds. Two men repeatedly tried to give him water, but each time he felt like he was drowning. Panic set in as Robert became convinced that he had died in the real world, trapped in this bizarre, looping nightmare. Desperation took over as he thought of Phyllis, his newlywed wife.
Phyllis, I can't leave her. I have to get back.
The thought of never seeing her again filled him with sorrow, but also a spark of hope. He clung to that thought, willing himself to fight back. Dropping to the ground, he grasped at pebbles, grounding himself in their tangible reality. The sensation of the cool, rough stones in his hands reminded him he was still alive, still here. With the help of some kind festival goers, Robert slowly regained his sense of self, finding his way back to the camp just as dawn broke. Alex was still awake, sitting by the tent with a strange, unsettling look on his face, his legs bouncing uncontrollably as he laughed to himself.
Alex, what happened to you?
Robert shivered, unsure if it was the cold or something more. The next day, Alex was different. His once friendly demeanor turned dark, his eyes shadowed by something Robert couldn't quite place. He was still part of the group, but a growing tension lingered, especially after they met Bill, a young, energetic black man who brought a new wave of fun and excitement.
Hey guys, let's keep this party going. I've got some great ideas.
Bill quickly became the life of the party, attracting more girls to their group and elevating the festival experience. But as Bill's presence grew, Alex seemed to withdraw, choosing to spend more time alone. The group noticed, and unease began to settle in. They couldn't shake the feeling that Alex was up to something, even as they tried to enjoy the second night of the festival. The second night was less intense than the first, but the group remained wary of Alex. who disappeared late into the night, returning only hours later, his face a mask of inscrutable emotion.
Where have you been, Alex?
Alex just shrugged, offering no explanation, and the group couldn't help but feel a growing sense of dread. The final day of the festival was spent by the riverbank, dancing to the music and swimming in the cool water. It was a peaceful end to a chaotic weekend, and for a moment the tension with Alex seemed to dissipate.
This is exactly what we needed, just to chill out and let go.
But when they returned to camp, Alex was already packed and ready to leave, a strange urgency in his demeanor.
Alex, what's going on? Why are you in such a hurry?
The ride back to Alex's truck was filled with silent glances and unspoken fears. Robert and Scotty sat in the back, making sure Alex was in the front, unable to make any sudden moves. The drive felt like a lifetime, but they finally arrived at Alex's truck. They parted ways without incident, but the relief was short-lived. As they watched Alex drive away, the group couldn't shake the feeling that they had narrowly avoided something dark.
Did we just dodge a bullet?
I think we did, Scotty. I really think we did.
As the trio made their way back home, the events of the weekend played over in their minds. The festival had been a blur of highs and lows, a reminder of how quickly things could change. They vowed never to pick up a stranger again, the memory of Alex's unsettling presence still fresh in their minds.
That was intense. I don't think I'll ever forget it.
For Robert, the experience had been transformative. He saw the world in a new light, realizing the importance of the people and moments that made life meaningful. The bond between the three friends had strengthened, and they were grateful for Bill, the new friend who had brought a fresh energy to their group. But the memory of Alex lingered, a shadow that would stay with them long after the music had faded and the festival lights had dimmed.